Hi everyone, it's Carol from Crinkled Path Journals, and I'm here with another Thrifty Thursday Thrifted Treasures. Today, it's a Facebook Marketplace buy, followed by a Temu small haul to accompany my Facebook Marketplace buy, and some fabric I can't wait to show you. Come on along! After seeing a tutorial video about how to use embossing folders when you don't have an embossing machine, I gave it a go with some mason jars, and then with a rolling pin, I tried spraying a little bit of water. All the suggestions, and it sort of worked, but I had embossing folders that were given to me by a friend, and then my family actually bought me a couple over Christmas last year, and so I was trying to make the best of them. I finally was able to find an embosser on Facebook Marketplace for $15. So I'm so excited. I don't have to roll the dough anymore. Came with the embossing plates, and I don't have die cuts. I tend to be a fussy cutter and book image person, and so I have not invested in that. Knowing that I was getting this texture boutique from Stampin' Up, I looked up on Temu and decided to purchase a few more embossing folders, and I got a good sale. And so I thought I'd open this and show you what I found. I also got some stencils, I believe, if I remember correctly. I've been really enjoying using stencils in my journals because it just doesn't add bulk. So if I get done with a journal and I flip through and I feel like a page needs something, but I don't want to add anything else ephemera-wise to it, then I use a stencil. So I really like nature and florals, and so that's probably what the majority of these are, but I thought I'd show you. So this set of stencils has quite a few, and I will try and look up my order and make sure to put these in the description box if I can find the link to what I ordered. I have an awful time finding things on Temu based on my idea of how to describe them. I think these are going to be perfect for what I needed them for. That's 12 so far. So 18 in total in that pack. I'm really happy about those. They're a little smaller, which I like. Then I got these, which are kind of a reverse stencil. This is like the piece that would have gotten cut out, and then you ink over it, and it leaves this as the negative space. And they're just so delicate looking. I thought they would be really fun to use, and even maybe get my jelly plate out again and do a little jelly plate work. I haven't done that for ages. Yeah, I'm excited about those. Then I got this bird stencil. It could go floral or it could go poinsettia for Christmas. This one, it reminds me of lattice for some reason. Or those tin lamps. I see them in international marketplace kind of shops, and they have the little holes punched in them so that the light kind of radiates out of them. And that's what this one kind of reminded me of. And then I got this one, which is a fleur-de-lis, and I ordered this before I really knew that Carrie, the paper monkey, loves fleur-de-lis, or I would have probably gotten two. The only other thing I got other than those stencils and the embossing folders, which I will show you, is this stamp. And the stamp is of, actually, let me see if I can pull it off. It'll be easier to see the image on here, I think. I need something white. Oh, there we go. It's of a bookshelf that's loaded with all kinds of little things, and I just loved it. And the images they were showing showed cutting it apart and just using little sections for small places, or you could stamp the whole thing as a background and in a really light color. And I just thought it was adorable. Embossing folders. Let's see if it'll focus. I got music. These round leaves, or they kind of remind me of cherries a little bit. This is like a faux script. I don't think it actually says anything. It's gibberish, but it's kind of cute and interesting. These black ones are a little easier to see. This is a leaf print. Some dainty little berries and some little flowers right here. A very simple polka dot, which I think is fun. Some banners. This leaf print. Isn't that pretty? I'm really excited about that one. This faux stitching. And then the last one is this bird and these big flowers. They almost look like magnolias. I thought that was really pretty. I don't think I paid more than $1.50 for any of these, some of them less. You really have to look. I noticed later they sent me more ads because I had purchased these, and they had some that they said were regularly $11 for the embossing folder, and they were marked down to $4. And I was like, I didn't pay anywhere near that for these that I picked. So I'm not sure. You have to look and read the descriptions and the sizes. And I was not having luck finding it by searching for embossing folders. So if I remember what they called them, I will put that with the description and the item numbers. My daughter and I made it to another small estate sale, and I got some fabric. And I know this is really close to the camera, but we'll get it whittled down quickly. First, I got these strips. There's yellow, orange, and green. And of course, you know I love the 70s memory keeping, and so any kind of nod to the 70s, even this daisy print reminds me of a dress I had in the 70s. And then this one I call paisley and lemons. I don't know. They're paisley hearts, and then these just remind me of lemon wedges. But isn't that cute? And this is some long strips again. But I love that. I wore a lot of red in the 70s. This is the only piece of lace that was in there. This is a little crocheted collar, I think. And then this is some more yellow, just plain cotton fabric. My sister had a jumper made out of fabric like this, and it's kind of a heavier canvasy cotton feel. And there's quite a bit of that. Look at this one. You know how I love Holly Hobby. Okay, the manufacturer's here. J. Maine's Company Incorporated. But it feels like it is at least a couple yards. And it's not Holly Hobby, but it's a close approximation. Let me see if I can find some other little girls I haven't shown you yet. So a little beach baby, she's got a kitty, and she's got tomatoes on her hat. I think that's so cute. And then she has like a Raggedy Ann doll beating her in the high chair. This little girl has a doll with the little teddy bear. I think we might have seen the Garden Girls. Yeah. Is that all of them? Yeah, but isn't that sweet? And the colors are very 70s to me, the pink and orange and brown. Then I got this baby fabric. They're all different directions, but so I was trying to see which way. There's these bunnies, ponies, and elephants. And there's probably a yard of this one. And I just really love that. And then there's some remnants on top. Little squirrels picnic in the park. They're buying balloons, and this little squirrel's getting carried away. This one's on a log wheel bicycle. She's going, oh no, I dropped my ice cream. That's what it is. And then here's the little ice cream vendor. Here's a family riding the little bicycles too. It's just so cute. I didn't notice the little mouse. Orange and green tomatoes with these yellow, green, and gold flowers. And there's maybe half a yard of this one. Then we have these remnants, which is just a little calico print. Red, turquoise, yellow, and like a golden brown. And then this lime green one with the white flowers. There's probably a half a yard of this one. Here's a little remnant of some fruit. This reminds me of the wallpaper that Meg just listed in her Etsy store. We have this eyelet with pink and blue flowers. There's probably a half a yard of this one. And then these are placemats. I got 4 placemats. We got some with little yellow daisies all over it too, but my daughter actually really wanted those for her kitchen table. She likes to use placemats. And so I let her take those. But these are faux patchwork, but they are quilted, machine quilted. But still very cute 70s vibe. I'm excited to be able to maybe use them for covers. When I was taking a sewing class in middle school from my friend's mother, she taught us how to sew bags by sewing this in, sewing this up. So it's going to fit in the camera eventually here. And then you just put a button here as a closure, and we made makeup bags out of placemats that were already all edged, and I still look at placemats that way every time. So maybe I'll make a bag for a journal to go in instead of making the cover. So this is a pie or casserole topper. It's sewn with these sort of vents on the side in layers. And you tell me if there was some other purpose for these vents. Because see, there's every other layer. but I'm pretty sure it was a pie topper for like as the pie was cooling to keep things off the pie. And they just sewed these vents, and then there are these strings, but I don't know if you would tuck that under the pie plate so it couldn't be tugged off, or they certainly could have been longer and ripped off because they all kind of look frayed on the end. But I thought that was interesting. There's this piece of lace with, reminds me of, we have tulip trees about, well, at the end of our driveway, and they have a flower that looks kind of like this, so reminds me of tulip trees. Then these are a table runner. The color looks very elegant. It's an ecru on a light linen, and the details in the edging are beautiful. Needs to be ironed, but it's a pretty long, I would say a 4-foot runner. Here's the center edging, so I loved that. So I got a nice mix this time of both the vintage lace. This looks like a Battenberg. It also needs to be ironed. Let's see. Am I showing the back side? I think so. Here we go. And that's the end. You know what this one is? It's a valance. It's a curtain valance because it has the pocket for the curtain rod at the top. So let me see if I can show you the bottom a little more. Just little loops. And then this larger design is every few loops. The scallop, more loops, and then that main design again. We have these set of curtains. The little bows are a little ratty, but the eyelet and the crocheted edge and the little embroidered pansies are cute. And there are 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are placemats. I'm assuming these are machine done, but they're very ornate. They have a little bit of staining. This is definitely one. It's not as white as it looks in the camera. It's almost an off-white with a tinge of yellow in it. And I think these would coffee dye really nicely. There are 1, 2, 3 of those. And then the last thing I got at this estate sale was this. Richie, Fonzie, Mr. and Mrs. Cunningham. I don't know why oh goodness, his name is escaping me. Anyway, you're gonna remind me, right, in the comments. But it is a game. It's the Happy Days game. And all the pieces are here. My family watch Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley almost every Saturday night, and Carol Burnett show. So I was thrilled to find this. Of course, it does not fit on my camera, but I just think it's so fun. And it was not that expensive. And so to me, it'll be fun to see what the game is actually like. Let's open it. I'm going to move my fabric so maybe I have room to show you this. Does it fit all in now? Yeah, it helps if I have room on my desk to do this, huh? Okay, here's the cover in total now. I paid junk journaling prices for this, but I have to check and see what it's valued at because I wouldn't want to just use up the pieces in a couple memory journals if it's actually more valuable. And I think it might be fun to play. We are a game playing family. Our adult kids have regular game nights at their house, and I think this is going to be really fun. Although my kids don't remember Happy Days at all. But so here's the rules. Turn this over. This is the scoring system. 1976 Parker Brothers division of General Mills Fund Group Incorporated from Salem, Massachusetts. Jefferson High. Got the playing pieces, and then these little pegs are what go around the jukebox. We have some money. Does not even look like it's ever been played. And then let's see what these cards say on them. Half-hour shows, so Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley. Emergency. I know Carol Burnett ended at 10, and my mom always made me leave the show at 9:45 or 9:50 before the big last dance number. And she'd say, now you have to get to bed, because it was late. Spend $2 on a date. Let's see. Oh, they're all... Oh, spend $4 just hanging out. That's a lot of money. Okay. Not a lot of variety there. I guess that's how you... And then Fonz catches you wearing colored socks. Lose 1 cool point. Stay out late. Get an extra cool point. Win turned in when a date night or hanging out card. $2 from the bank. Play on any home space. Let's see. Odd jobs. Get $2 from the bank. Hey, nerd. The fawn says you're okay. Score points. Fawn says sit on it. Odd jobs. Knocked over Fonzie's bike. Lose 2 cool points. Seen with the Fonz. Get 2 cool points. Play the pinball machine. Everyone rolls a dice. Return soft drink bottles for $2. Stuff a telephone booth. Everyone rolls a dice. Show up with Fonz. Get 2 cool points. Ride with Fonz. Get 2 cool points. Swipe a something to do card from another player. The Fonz has a pizza eating contest. Everyone rolls a dice. Stay out late. Cancel. Hey, nerd. The Fonz says you're okay. Well, those are cute. I'll have to read the instructions for the game. All right, that's my haul for today. Thanks for coming and watching with me. And if you have found some thrifty treasures, go check out both Sheree from Turquoise Dreaming and Dale from Not Too Shabby Chic, who are the hosts. Sheree is the host of Thrifty Thursday, and Dale is the host of Thrifted Treasures. And I definitely got some treasures today, and I definitely got some thrifty finds. So I'm really excited about these, and I'm gonna while away some time this summer making embossed papers. Although I got a gorgeous collection last week from Tammy from Texas Sweet Tea Treasures. Thank you again, Tammy. All right, I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.